Hey, welcome back to the second part of Deciphering Daniel 924 to 927. Um, we'll just get right back to the presentation. What we do with these numbers now, so 62 plus 7, by the way, is 69. I didn't fill that in. And 1 plus 7 is 8. Okay? So here's how this is going to work. We are given the first. So in the beginning here, we sort of don't know what the reference is to. This is 77 years, but like from what, right? Like what do you reference it to? However, we're given the reference. 1948, when Israel became a nation again, becomes our reference. The verse is very specific. Know therefore and understand. Know therefore and understand that the going forth of the commandment to restore and rebuild Jerusalem, again, that happened in 1948, until the Messiah, until Jesus, is 7 plus a unit of 7, 62, and a unit of 7. So it's 83. So it's from this plus this. So let's go like this. So from 1948 plus 83 . This is, did somebody do the math? 2031. According to this, if you decipher the numbers in this way, listen, I'm not dogmatic about this. I'm just learning myself. So, but if you decipher the numbers in this way, it says that from 1948 till Jesus comes is going to be 83 years. And from that date in 83 years ends up being 2031. What do you want me to say? That's what the numbers say. Okay? So let's continue. Jesus cut off. When does that happen? So we're going to do the same math. 1948 plus 69. Can you guys still see that? Yeah, I think so. Jesus cut off. This is 2017. So if you want to know more about this, I have some other videos that explains more about all these numbers actually. But what this is saying is, as the text says, it's not like I'm reading this out of thin air. The text says here, and after 62 and a 7, so after 62 and a 7, which equals 69, the Messiah will be cut off. Jesus will be cut off. But understand, that's not a surprise for me, because I've taught for a long time that the Holy Spirit is going to leave the church, and Satan himself is going to sit down in the throne of the church like he is God, as if he is God. So it's not a surprise for me. And then look, it says it right here. So the Messiah will be cut off, but not for himself. And guess what? The people of the prince that will come, will destroy the city. So when Satan comes to take his throne, he's doing it to destroy. Like, he hates the church. He hates the church. He's going to destroy it. Okay. So Holy Spirit left the church in 2017. So what about the whole church itself? 1948 plus 77. $2025. Here we are, 2025. And this number is going to get pretty interesting in just a couple seconds. So, but right now, what this number is the complete to all the duties of the church. And they were supposed to complete all their duties by 2025. Okay? This has to do with, like, getting wheat and tares. I have a whole video series about the end of the church age and wheat and tares if you look around. But again, explains a lot of these numbers precisely. All right, and then we got one more, and this is where it kind of gets really like, what? So not only did just out of these numbers that says that all the duties of the church are complete in 2025, but not only that, but guess what else happened in 2025? A covenant with many was signed with, that concerns the land of Israel. The covenant of many was signed in 2025. Now, that's not coincidence. Not when it comes out of the Bible like this. And then, like, it happens in real life, is what I'm saying. Like, this, you get this number out of the Bible, and then that same year, a covenant with many is made? Come on. Okay, so we're going to do that. So the covenant of the many was made in 2025. And we're going to add 8 to it, right? Twenty 33. And what that means is that, he makes a covenant with many for 1 and a period of 7. 8. So it's not just 1 week. Everyone says the last days are a week, 7 days. But I think with this, with using this way of understanding this verse, we have to understand that it's not just 7 days, it's actually 8 days, because it's 1 and a period of 7. You have to use the same, you have to use the same throughout the whole verse, throughout the whole section. So actually, what this is saying is, so the end of the church is here, 2025. And that this is saying that from the end of the church until, the end, I guess, the end is 2033. And it's an 8-year tribulation, not a 7. It's an 8-year tribulation. And look here, Jesus actually returns in 2031. And then he still has like 2 more years to finish up everything he's going to do until 2033. Let me make this big so you guys can maybe get a really good view of it. Okay, look. Yeah, so again, listen, I'm not like dogmatic about this. I'm trying to figure it out too. It just so happens that these all fit. And again, if you look at I have like a little series about an old timeline, so you can look through my stuff if you want. That explains more about this, and the numbers all work out perfect. So anywho, let me know. We'll see you next time.